Tories, Hunt probe possible. Culture Secretary Jeremy Hunt will have to wait to defend himself at the Leveson inquiry after his request for an early appearance was rejected. Also this evening, manhunt for murder suspect. Questions over Heathrow queues. And flash flood fear on wet weekend. Good evening. Culture Secretary Jeremy Hunt will have to wait to defend himself at the Leveson inquiry after his request for an early appearance was rejected. Meanwhile, the Deputy Chairman of the Conservative Party has not ruled out a future investigation. International Development Secretary Andrew Mitchell said Culture Secretary Jeremy Hunt should first give evidence to Lord Leveson. After that, if there is anything that touches upon the ministerial code, he says he is sure the Prime Minister would invoke it. The Labour leader Ed Miliband has said that the Prime Minister would have fired Mr Hunt and at the very least should refer the matter urgently to independent adviser on ministerial interests, Sir Alex Allan. Deputy Chairman of the Conservative Party, Michael Fallon, did not rule out a future investigation into the Culture Secretary's conduct over News Corporation's B-Sky B takeover bid. Police have revealed new details about James Allen, who is suspected of two separate murders in which a man aged 81 and a woman aged 50 were found dead in their homes. Temporary Detective Chief Superintendent Gordon Lang, head of crime operations for Cleveland Police, has told a news conference that he and his officers are determined to catch James Allen and bring him to justice. Police have released a new photograph of James Allen, who is suspected of killing two people in Whitby. Officers were keen to stress the new image shows Allen with some hair. Previous images have shown him without any hair. A previous victim of James Allen said he was lucky to be alive as he described his shock at seeing the wanted man's face on TV. Brian Butt, 67, suffered 4 stab wounds when he was attacked outside his Winchester home in February 2003 by Allen and an accomplice. Allen was jailed for 8 years for the attack, the Southern Daily Echo reported. Mr. Butt said, "I saw it on television and I thought I knew the name from somewhere. Then I saw his picture and it was definitely him. When I saw it and what he is supposed to have done, I felt sorry for the families of those up there. I don't want to talk about what happened. They came here and I was stabbed 4 times, but I was the lucky one. They did take things, but I don't want to talk about what happened." Cleveland police are urging members of the public that if they see James Allen to call 999 immediately and not to approach him directly. The Immigration Minister Damien Green is to be grilled by MPs about chronic queues at Heathrow Airport, amid concern that the issue is doing huge damage to Britain's reputation. A spokeswoman for BAA, which owns Heathrow, said Friday night's long queues, which saw passengers waiting for up to an hour, had cleared by midnight. Further concerns were raised today about the reputation of the airport with the Olympics on the horizon. Keith Vaz, chairman of the Home Affairs Select Committee, told BBC Radio 4's Today programme, "There is a real problem and the problem has emerged over the last few months. I am not saying we should abandon checks, but it is a choice for the government. You either look at the way you deal with people when they arrive at Heathrow, or you recruit more staff. This is not just about the Olympics. This is about what happens before and after. It's about Heathrow as a world-class airport, and it's about our reputation, and we need to make sure we get it sorted. A specialist police search team searched the Withey Rea near Willington in County Durham after an 8-year-old boy fell into the swollen river whilst playing with friends on Friday evening. Finally, drought-afflicted areas of the UK face the prospect of flash floods this weekend as the country continues to be lashed by heavy rain. The Met Office have tweeted today's weather prospects. Welcome to the weekend. Southern UK generally increasingly wet and windy today, brighter in northern parts. Strong winds and heavy downpours expected to hit tonight. There is the possibility of flash floods as up to 40 millimetres of rain is forecast to fall in certain areas. England and Wales have experienced the wettest week since December, with forecasters seeing no sign of the rain letting up. Supermarkets are reportedly soaring sales of wellies and umbrellas in the face of the deluge. April's heavy rainfall has boosted river levels and provided relief for farmers and gardeners and wildlife in drought areas. But groundwater levels remain low and the rain is not yet making difference to the drought conditions, warned the Environment Agency today. Soil left dry by prolonged dry weather is increasing the risk of flash floods as heavy rain quickly runs off hard, compacted ground. And that is it, but from me and the whole team here, good night.